OneNote is the note-taking app from Microsoft. It's free, but you do have to have a Microsoft account in order to use it. A Microsoft account is free as well, and you can set that up. Depending on where you end up going to college, they may have a OneNote account set up for you there as well. So to get started, we'll just tap on the OneNote app. And now you can see that I have my information organized by notebooks. So in my case, I have a notebook called Fall 2020, so we'll just tap that. And then I have a different section for each one of my courses. So right now I just have a section for World Civ, which is History 103, so I can tap the section. And then I can have individual pages where I take my notes. So here I just have one page of notes taken so far. So if I tap that class notes, then you can see the notes that I've taken. So I typed in most of the notes here. We're just reviewing the syllabus today. So you do have the option to highlight things in your notes after you type them. And to do that, you just tap on the little pen icon in the top right corner. And it lets you have a pen that you can use to actually draw on top of your notes. You can also use a highlighter, and if you tap the highlighter, it gives you different colors, and you can also adjust the size of the highlighter using the slider at the bottom of the screen. I also managed to insert a photograph from my syllabus in here, so that's easy enough to do. In order to do that, all you have to do is just open up the note that you're working on. Let me get down into the note here to edit it. I just tapped somewhere in the note. And then down at the bottom of the screen, I can tap the camera icon, which will let me take a photograph of whatever my notes were about. And then I just tap the shutter button like I was taking a picture. And then I can crop it or change the colors and things using the menu at the top, and then just tap done when I'm finished. I can use this to add in scans of documents that I might be working on. I can also take a picture of the board if there's some notes that are especially important, or if there's a slide that I want to save. In the case of something like a syllabus where I have a file that I've downloaded off the internet, I can also attach the entire syllabus just by touching the attachments button down at the bottom and then selecting the file that I want. And there we go. So now when I tap on the syllabus file, then it asks me if I want to open it, and I can open it right on my phone. As far as taking notes, I can type in my notes like I said earlier, and I can just type in a note like that. I can also draw or write notes. So again, I just tap the little pencil icon at the top, touch on the pen that I want, pick a color and a size, and then I can just draw right in my notes. So if we're learning about molecules, I might have like the nucleus in here, and then might want to draw some electrons on the outside. It just makes it really easy to write your notes and keep them all in one place. When you're typing your notes, you can also add lists of things. So I can put in a bulleted list, like a grocery list kind of thing. I can also do a numbered list. So if I wanted to do some steps in order, and I also have a hyperlink button. So if I tap the hyperlink button, then I can put what I want the text to be that it shows for the link, and then I can type in the address for the website. So if I wanted to add a YouTube video here, or a website that was really helpful for me to help understand this topic, I could do that. Okay, so that's how you can edit your notes. If you wanted to add a new page to, in this case, my World Civ notebook, all you have to do is just tap the purple plus button down at the bottom, and then you're ready to go. You can just start typing. You can go above the line here and give it a title if you want to. So we'll just say notes today. And then just start typing my notes. In the same way, if I want to add a new class, a new section to my notebook, I just go back to the sections and then I tap the plus sign at the top of the screen and I can create a new section. So let's say that I am taking, say I'm taking a walking class. I took one of those back in college. Create that and then tap on it and I can add a page. So in my case, the way that I chose to set up my notes was to have one notebook that covered the entire fall semester with a different section for each class. But what you can also do, depending on how you like to organize things, is you can make a notebook for each different class. So if I wanted to do that, we'll just tap the little plus sign there at the top and we'll make a new notebook. And we'll call this one Geography. And now we have a geography notebook. So we can create a section for individual chapters or units inside of the text, or if you had a couple different semesters, you could have a section for each semester. And then of course, again, under each section, then you have individual pages where you can type your notes. So that is OneNote. Again, that's made by Microsoft, and that is their official tool for taking notes. What's really nice about OneNote is it automatically syncs to the cloud, which is to say that if you were to get on your laptop computer or your iPad or your Chromebook or any other internet connected device and go to OneNote.com, you can see all of the notes that you've typed in, even though you typed them in on your phone. So it automatically synchronizes across all of the devices. Really handy. And again, that's OneNote from Microsoft.